Be ready again on Friday when Brooklyn's in town. Underneath, throw it down, Bronny. The crowd loves it.
Good defense by Van.
3-on-1, loves it. Bronny, deep down.
That got the crowd.
Long trip. Bronny James with a steal. Crowd's gonna love it. Look out.
James, second-year man out of USC. A good move by Bronny. Reverse layup is pretty.
Bronny played.
Forearms into him the rest of the night. A third turnover in a row.
And Bronny will go showtime to the rim.
Gassed, like I think Coach G.
This is Bronny James, year 2. Every bucket, every block, every told-you-so moment that shut the doubters up, one highlight at a time. From the first preseason tip to the final buzzer of the regular season, this is the full tape. Let's roll it. Preseason, Phoenix. First real look at whether year 2 was going to be different. No one in the building expected anything. Bronny had other plans.
Resistance without fouling, keeping his arms vertical. There's Dylan Brooks trying to be rugged. A good lob target for a guy like Luka and LeBron. So he brings that. That's what you have to expect. A good job at it. It's very much more comfortable in this first preseason game he has in the past. Looks like he knows he belongs. Lakers doing a good job limiting the Suns to one shot. They're doing a good job defensive rebounding. It's Jackson Hayes goes to the basket. See, that's what he does a good job of.
Last year. Here we go again.
That was a good pass, entry pass, and good hands by Jackson to catch the ball in traffic. Oh, I thought you said you lost skill.
There's a lob. Time Ayton got in the way of the lob. Reeves is down for the second time tonight. Here comes Bronny all the way, hang in the air, gets fouled, and James will go to the line.
Prove themselves no matter how long you've been in the league. Just like Jordan. Jordan got to be a great post-up player towards the end of his career. They had him on a check for some.
No, just 1 for 6. You know, we would have had these sooner, but to me out and everybody, that was well done. Danita.
Just don't do it when the Lakers are in the NBA Finals this year, Danita.
Just under 5 to play.
I'll take you on tours of the city.
And of course, Luka, one of the most popular in the world, too.
Oh, yeah. Let's do a game in Slovenia. You can take Danita with us.
Underneath. Move it over to RJ. Here's Bronny. Yet to get aggressive tonight.
Oh, deep shot there by Smith. Woo, defense.
It doesn't matter what game it is or who they're playing, or if it doesn't mean a thing. It's just not a good effort right there. And Bronny hits a 3.
8 points in preseason doesn't rewrite a career. But the first time he touched the floor this season, something already looked different. And 1 week later, he was back to prove it wasn't a fluke. Back at it against the Warriors, the same franchise that spent 4 years dynastying on his dad. Preseason means nothing to the record books, but for a sophomore fighting for rotation minutes, every possession is an audition.
It's got to be like 19, right?
No, Lakers, it's 18-something. Underneath.
Okay, Bronny with the pass. He's a young guy.
Bronny with control of the team right now in the offense. Oh, he wards off the defender and finger rolls.
6 is 1 to get you going. That's all it takes. LeBron James Jr. Bronny, shoulder bump, get off me, little guy.
And the Lakers now clinging to this lead. Warriors trying to make a charge. Once again,
that's what he's being right now. So, good crossover, 2 dribbles, right into his chest.
A lot to learn from that guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leading scorer in the history of the game. Right up the road, Sierra Canyon, and then USC. That's where Golden State actually. A lot of guys getting a taste of the action this evening.
Yeah.
For the Warriors, Kuminga 13, Pods at 23.
Still efficient, still composed, still looking like a rotation guy. 2 games in, and the he doesn't belong crowd was already getting quieter. Third preseason game. Suns again, game got tight. Bronny checked in, and the kid finally looked comfortable in the moment.
Holding on to the ball as Luka gets a rest. Bronny with 6 to shoot. James going baseline, inside, out. Dalton's going to have to shoot it on its way. But 3 for 6 coming into the game since then. Oh, Bronny, speaking of.
They're looking like Bill Walton here on this pass. Nice cut by Bronny, nice left hand. Very respectable.
Bronny quarterbacking, attacking 47. Keeps it away from Goodwin. Again, change of pace. Good drive by Lakers last game. They beat Golden State by 10. Anywhere in Phoenix. I'll be there in 20 minutes. There it is. Drea.
Suns look a little bit more determined
Last Phoenix lead was 9-7.
Nice move by Bronny to take it there.
Oh, throw it down. Lead.
Bronny with a nice, strong drive here. Bringing 3 defenders over to him. Allow Koloko to get to that.
Weak side rebound, Koloko, as the clock was expiring. Reverse layup, Bronny! Well short. Fleming throws it right to Bronny. 2-on-1. James, bounce. Williams, finish. Go back and get it. We're under 5 minutes to play in this game. 4-point game, 102-98. Make it 2. Make it 2. 30 points.
Boy, they're letting them be physical out there on defense now.
Koloko.
7 points doesn't scream headline, but ask anyone who watched it, that was the game Bronny stopped auditioning and started belonging. Regular season was next, and so was the conversation. First real game of year 2. Portland. No more preseason excuses, no more rookie grace period. The league was about to see what year 2 Bronny actually looked like when the lights came on. And the answer, he was everywhere.
The quarter. Shade Sharp trying to work on Bronny, who is all over. Ball Lakers have an opportunity. Here they come. Bronny, good pass ahead for Van. Earlier last year. Oh, Bronny this time does a good job getting it back defensively. Right wing side, Rui right up in it. Duop Reith from the outside.
Not the flashiest stat line, but the intangibles were jumping off the screen. 6 days later, Bronny would give every sports feed in America a clip to talk about. Miami Lakers versus Heat. Bronny had been slowly building trust in the rotation, and tonight was the night he earned his first year 2 highlight reel moment.
Can we slow it up for a second? Here's Bronny trying to get to the basket instead. Arabia, he fires it in.
Money. And then Bronny gets the assist as Jake knocks down the triple.
Take it away from Wiggins.
Good defense by Van.
3-on-1, Bronny!
Bronny,
On the brink of the jam from AR.
boy, did Bronny climb. The crowd really enjoyed this play coming from Bronny James.
Point, 1 for 8 from downtown. Bronny, fake, drive, kick, smart, corner!
Drive and kick, bring the defenders to you, Bronny, and then hit the open man.
Every Lakers fan froze mid-breath. Every hater typed lucky. Every analyst had to admit that was a real NBA play. The confidence was building. Back to back. Portland again, but this time Bronny wasn't just running the wing. He was bringing the ball up, reading the floor, feeding his teammates like he'd been doing it for years.
I was going to say, when Jackson Hayes had the ball and Tumani was guarding him, that is an opportunity where all the other Blazers say, you're by yourself running.
It's a good play to off the boot. That's loose. Laravia has it scoot away from him. Bronny James gets after it, hands over to Vanderbilt. Smith Jr. across the paint, tipped, he controls. Bronny James, nice handoff. Hayes.
Tougher for the Lakers to get the ball where they want to go with it. Everything contested.
James terminates the dribble. Sharp chases Laravia. He gets away. Turned away by Hayes, keeps the dribble, bounces off to Kamara. That's a nice play by Connects. Pressured by Tumani. Off to Bronny James. Just under 6 minutes later, come on. Turnover Blazers. Lakers handle it. Down low is Ayton. On the post, juggled it, but back to James. Gives it back to Ayton, and he leads.
6 assists, first real glimpse of Bronny as an NBA point guard. The scoring would come, but the playmaker had officially arrived. Atlanta, up to this point, most of Bronny's games had been about effort. This one was about efficiency.
Second turnover for Atlanta. Bronny, yes! Little jumper. Of course, a little extra from the crowd. Has to get it in. That just at the 5 count. And Bronny was there to take it away. Second-year man out of USC. Oh, good move by Bronny. Reverse layup is pretty.
Bronny play, gets into the paint and then uses the rim as an eye line. Nice spin on the ball and easy deuce. Very nice play.
Go to Mike, though. Mike, you know, I talked earlier. I mentioned that maybe Austin Reeves of Charlotte had 7 turnovers and didn't shoot it particularly well. And we're beaten 14-2 on the fast break. And the Lake Show. Bronny lets it go for 3. Got it. Yep. Cut it by 10. Bronny. Good nice. Trying to come around the other side. Here comes Bronny. Lost it for a moment. Smith, outside jumpers.
9 points, high efficiency. For a sophomore finding his spots, that box score meant more than a 20-piece on 30 shots. The game was slowing down for him now. Utah, you may have seen this one on your feed. Bronny pulls up from deep, and in the background, LeBron's face. That face broke the internet.
Bronny, deep down.
That got the crowd.
Well, I mean,
Bronny, look at the space that they gave him. So he says, all right, I'll take this one and I'll make this one.
you know, the most points he had in a road game last year was at Utah. Remember back in February, he had 9, and that. Bronny trying to go, good pass.
You can't fake that reaction. The greatest scorer in NBA history watching his son pull up with NBA range confidence, that's the shot that even softened the biggest haters for a second. And it signaled one thing: Bronny was ready for the next level up. Enter the South Bay Lakers. The G League was never a demotion for Bronny. It was a laboratory.
Left in this first quarter. James gets it back from Koloko. Both feet in the paint. James was running hooked. Tipped around, ping pong now into the hands of James. Pulls up for 3. That's good. Bronny James swats it out the sky. Here's James in transition. The lob. Watson is there. Tom. Back door. Nice find. Timmy James, the and one.
Tendencies. You talked about the chemistry earlier. We talked about. Well, that's just basketball IQ, and that's what you have to trust your coach Guthrie. You know, guys just know how to play basketball. Guys over.
James, the hit ahead to Thero. Crossover against Rowe to the cup.
Those foul problems. He's making up for that real quick.
James. Kinsey has his pocket pick. I mean, he is the epitome of longevity if there is one. Here's James in the passing lane. Bronny James on the run out. And James lays it up and in.
That wasn't rehab minutes. That was a sophomore learning how to dominate when he was the featured guy. 2 nights later, he'd show what a closer looks like. South Bay versus Warriors. Close game. Clutch time. The kind of moment where some guys shrink and some guys stretch. Bronny stretched.
Looking for Bronny. The handoff. Bronny down the lane. The lob there set up beautifully for the season. Here as well, AC, against Valley to start this campaign as Watson tries a corner 3 and out. 10 on the shot clock. James, left-hand dribble in the lane, leaves it Koloko with 6 in the one-hand flush. Lakers, meanwhile, in trouble, down by 13 here. This is the largest lead for the Warriors in any game this season as James is with it. James lets it fly, and that's good. On the run, Adu Thero in transition, leaves it. James lays it up and in.
You're right, that free throw line was the Warriors' best line. The Lakers.
James. Cross court to Davis. Down the paint. Davis hanging.
7 points, 8 assists, a win. The G League coaches were taking notes. The NBA staff upstairs, they were too. G League affiliate battle. Two-way guys, vets, prospects all scrapping, and Bronny everywhere.
Sure if that lane
again.
Attempt will make the documentary. Bronny James skip pass, corner, Mannion, a 3, yes sir. James has 8. He's 0 for 3 from the field, and he draws the whistle on the drive. Bronny was facing Preston and Washington, and then Kelly able to find James, who's being denied by Telford. Swooping around, stepping back, a contested 3, and finally, sometimes it could be 2 open. James on the track down the floater and the 2. Funk lost it. Can't forget to move without the basketball. Tevion Jones ahead of steam. And a block top to Watson. Bronny James picked up by Conan Niederhauser, beats him to the cup, stops on a dime and lays it in, plus the contact. USC Trojan, Sierra Canyon Trailblazer. Los Angeles Laker. Short, Bronny gets the board, loses the handle, clips on the move. Preston in space. Got stripped by Bronny.
10
Bronny
points,
making
4
the deal
assists,
by
a buzzer
tie
beater
here.
to close it out. The December work was paying off, but the real father-son moment, that was brewing for January.
Some
Kings
fans are
at Crypto.com, months of grinding behind him. Tonight, Bronny and Pops did something no father-son duo in the history of professional sports has ever done on a regular basis.
Here's Bronny from deep.
I think that is safe to say.
He has some for Dennis Schroeder. They talked about him. Bronny goes 2 for 2 from deep.
Cleveland, the city where LeBron built his legend. Bronny had never played a professional minute here. 8 minutes of floor time, 10 points on the box, and an ovation that said everything.
Derailed his ability to have consistent playing time.
Hunter's done for the night, but terrific performance from DeAndre Hunter. A long, long trip. Bronny James with a steal. Crowd's gonna love it.
Can go to those guys in big spots later if they deal with more injuries, or even on a given night if he wants to go in a different direction if a guy's hot.
Bronny James is hot. Comes off the bench.
San Antonio Spurs, which means Victor Wembanyama, the alien from France, the face of the league's future. Every young player in the NBA measures themselves against him. Bronny stepped up to be measured.
Get that shot up and over the top.
Yeah, give Jax credit on that one. Wembanyama guarded by Bronny. And Bronny fouls him or no? Offensive foul.
Plain on the call. You see how he kind of hooks the arm of Bronny a bit, calling that particular.
It was his team, and goal differential means everything. Doesn't mean a darn thing in the NBA, but most of the teams, when they're playing well, have a
line drives it right through the hoop. As the Lakers still trail.
35. Who knows how much he'll play in the second half? Maybe not at all. Bronny! Crowd's gonna love that.
Behind the dribble.
Behind the back, then fumbles it. Yeah. Looked great for a while.
Yeah.
Bronny, oh, what a pass! And streaking down the middle.
Turn Victor over off the dribble. They get up the court in a hurry. And Bronny with the assist. Rui with the easy do.
For San Antonio. Arabia has fouled out. Again, starting lineup did not suit to
talking about. He's got.
You see those just about every day. Look, Michael loves what he wears. Here's a lob underneath.
Little underhand lob, and look at the dude go up and then throw it down. Good looking play there by the Lakers.
Now the biggest lead was Olenek. Oh, blocked that time by Bronny. Here's another. James, little on big, over Olenek, yes! Top the sideline, Crypto.com arena. All the way, Bronny, for the season series. It's the first time.
12-6 on a Wemby night isn't a headline, it's a statement. And 24 hours later, the kid was about to get heated. G League, starting on the bench. For a sophomore trying to lock down an NBA rotation spot full-time, that's the kind of demotion that either breaks you or wakes you up.
Secured here by James. Watson, slot 3. First period. Clippers in front of the Lakers by 1. Getting open all alone.
He was definitely stealing the ball all the time trying to find his shot.
James, a corner 3. Leading three-point shooter. John Poulikitis, the rookie out of Yale. Here's James down the paint. James, the left hand, good. Pass deflected, Jones looking to run. Jones leaves it for James, attacking baseline, adjusts midair and gets it to go. Count it, plus the foul.
Opportunities, Jones up to James. James, a nice little push. Okay, just make that all day long.
James, the finger roll.
You know, I love the fact that Bronny, as you saw on the catch there, he already
off the bench. Lakers in front of the Clippers, 40-39. 8 goes. James, the trailer, takes the feed. Got Fremantle against him. Step back 3 from the slot. That's good. With a dozen now. Lakers against James.
See Bronny just sizing him up. Give a quick step back.
He can shoot it. Here's James. Short corner. The skip pass. Jones from the slot. That's good. Salas. And tied up there by James. Over the course of 5 games, or 6 games included tonight. Here's Paloma. He's going to check in next time we have a stoppage. Here's Watson. Watson, take it off! James finds Goody. Downhill, Goody goes to the left.
You can't bench a dog without consequences. 12-6 with frustration all over his face. 9 days later, that anger had only gotten sharper.
Of course, is one of the best to ever play with North Carolina. Had a storied collegiate career. Bronny James gets the deficit a couple times this year. Come back to win a couple of those themselves in the NBA G League this year. Moy Hodge from downtown. Bronny James back in the game. His second stint of game action after he picked up blocks that emphatic. It's going to happen in the paint. This time it happens at the elbow, and Bronny James gets his revenge. Step back this time. He's seen his field goal percentage just creep further down as time goes on. Normally points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, very much so in triple-double watch. You can get a couple extra bullets. Gets through contact, and one for Ryan Nembhard, who continues to show some confidence at this point, but tempers starting to rise. Plenty of rhythm offensively. Can they slow down Drew Timme? No, they can't! Drew Timme just... Bronny James all alone. This time it goes. Largest lead of the night for South Bay. Bronny James gets crafty on the right side.
G League Texas. If the last game was angry, this one was offended. Bronny was playing with the kind of edge you can't coach. 20-plus points. The G League was officially running out of answers, and 5 days later, the kid was about to deliver his statement game of the year. Valley Suns, and sitting courtside, LeBron and Luka. Yes, LeBron and Luka Doncic watching Bronny drop his first career high of year 2.
I think the Suns are at their best when they're helping one another try to score the basketball. You see that little down screen there for Brea after the flare screen to flush that one with some power.
Ton of airspace for Bronny James. A beautiful move. He's home the triple.
You got to get some guys that can take that thing and score it at the 10.
James will try to double up. He does, and he loves playing in this building.
Comes out here to stroke his first 2 triples of this basketball game. So Bronny.
Mariano back into the game for the Suns as well. James with the left hand gets the roll. James has another steal. Look out below. Bronny James rocks the rim.
Hands.
James last time.
Yeah, it's been some of these half-court situations where they, I don't know. I think the air ball is probably the worst as Bronny James gets another rip away to the basket.
He'll have a chance at a 3-point play, and he's way down the baseline. He's feeling himself, and it's been all predicated on the defensive end of the floor of the opening half.
Yeah, 14 points, and Bronny James, again, they're just making it easy for him, the Valley Suns there. If you're going to foul him on the floor and make sure he didn't get that ball in the basket, just a soft foul given up there by the Suns. Bronny James converts the 3. He couldn't handle it. He wasn't up for the challenge. And now when guys try to get up on him, he's up for the challenge, and he's able to take the ball. We have that planned out with him. I love the energy and the, like you said, the bounciness in which he goes out there. Look at Bronny James with the easy bucket.
Clinical.
Bounces up high for the big guy in Hundley, showing the nice ability with the hands.
Couple of slip passes on Here's Bronny James, who's got 19 so far today.
21 points, career high. In front of Pops and the face of the franchise, every doubter just got handed an eviction notice, and he wasn't done, not even close. Rematch with Phoenix, different intensity, same result, Bronny in his bag. This time, he wasn't just scoring, he was hanging bodies on the rim.
Real well, where his teammates are fighting him for the high handoff.
Beautiful pass down low for BW. Midwestern kid playing pro ball by 10. Here's that last runner.
Well, you know, you hit those.
Here's Bronny James. 16 feet. There's the first point.
Williams jinx only affects Bronny. You're right. He hasn't been able to mix up the inside attack like Bronny just went inside for a bucket. The way he needs to. It's great to knock it 6 back. Just fire and triples.
James, just too easy.
Just coming off that big screen by Timme, rolls right down the lane there. Like, I never even asked like Dr. J or Michael Jordan or LeBron James for their autograph. Would it be a good thing he finished that way?
James at the line, his first free throw attempt of the evening, knocks it home. Timmy's gonna run the floor. Timmy's gonna lob it up for Bronny James.
The half of where a guy 6'10" can jump some pogo sticks for legs. He went up and flushed that one easily. Like I said, and then look at him, just his little head nod. He jumping up, grab it, and slam it. Little bit big spine. Forearms into him the rest of the night. A third turnover in a row.
And Bronny will go showtime to the rim.
Gassed, like I think Coach Jesperson, he takes a timeout down here, a third trip.
2 posters in 1 game. If you're still calling this kid a Nepo pick, you haven't been paying attention. Warriors G League, win streak at 8. A sophomore driving a G League team to 9 straight is a problem.
Miller for a very good contest. He flew out there and at least made Kalima think about it.
Bronny, tough step back. He drilled it. Doesn't really get sped up. Shoots the corner 3 and beats the shot clock. Big fingers to the fans who are filming it courtside. This is a Thero highlight reel. Oh, nice flip to Bronny James, who hits the 3. Bronny. Whoa!
Okay.
Timeout, and Lane is getting a big 3 there for Charles Bassey to cut it down to 13. RJ Davis brings it right. Jackson Money. And looked like Malik Williams slapped him there. But got all ball, they say, and Bronny James will get to the line the summer before his freshman year. Hits the free throw.
Another poster, win number 9. South Bay was the hottest team in the G League, and the record books were still waiting. South Bay versus Iowa. Not just another win, this one set a franchise record for the longest winning streak in South Bay history. 17 points from Bronny, a piece of history for a kid whose career obituary was drafted 6 months ago.
11th game here for South Bay in the regular season. Step back from the slot. That was pretty.
Set up here by Bronny right there, just been able to create the distance and the space. Got it all
here as the head coach in Iowa. Not happy about that one. Here's James going to try another 3. Going to get another 3.
Bronny James lining them up. Smooth out there, doing what he does. It's the Lakers who creep back on top now.
Bronny, the split. Bronny James right down Broadway. Pass.
Nice split right there by Bronny, and then just taking flight right there, showing that James.
He had to sit a lot in that first half because of foul trouble, and he's been champing at. James steps into a 3. We saw him hit. Back to Bronny. Getting downhill. Bronny hanging and laying it up and in.
Bronny, as you see, and taking large points.
James the steal. Numbers for the Lakers. Here's Kaluma running the floor. The Euro and the layup.
Records breaking. Momentum building. The kid they wanted cut was now driving a G League juggernaut. 2 weeks later, Dad was going to pull him back up for one of the most ridiculous family stat lines of the year. LeBron 23 and a near triple-double. Bronny back in the rotation, and both of them hanging posters in the same game. Plenty of parents and kids share hobbies. Nobody shares them like these two.
Hopefully he will be ready again on Friday when Brooklyn's in town. Underneath, throw it down, Bronny! The crowd loves it!
What to do with it, little back cut there, and up and boom! The crowd loved it.
Good bounce by Luke. And for Kanata, Bronny pulls up 17-footer. It's good. Challenge it. He's 3 away. LeBron. Bronny for 3. Gotta get a bounce.
Chemistry was real now. This wasn't novelty, this was basketball. And 3 nights later, Bronny was about to go nuclear. Chance to clinch the first seed in the G League. Bronny decided tonight was the night he stamped his name on the season. 6 threes, season high, 26, clinched.
First round draft picks in this contest, AC.
Yeah, pretty amazing when you think about that.
6 on the shot clock. James knocks down the 3.
Good, straight on 3-point. Nice almost assist there, but it really ended up for him getting his own assist too.
Midi won't go there. Rebound Williams. James across the timeline, working against Madsen. James in deep. James gets it to go.
Bronny James taking his time, getting the shot that he wanted out of there.
Short from Keels, and Bronny with another rebound. Here's the long lead pass, connect, and danger.
But sometimes, you know, things can be safe, and sometimes things can be just dangerous.
Out of Russia. Played for Dust Footer, makes his first appearance tonight. And James nearly coming up with a steal there, deflects it out of bounds. Arthur.
This is a perfect game.
Sioux Falls has this gift, AC, but they're unable to take advantage. This 2 straight missed free throws by the Sky Force. And Timmy.
Right on the head, it really is. But watch this tight quarter pass by Bronny James. Great lead pass. Christopher's just been on attack mode.
James, no look pass, Timmy. Does that count as a dunk, partner?
Yes, sir. Yes.
6. James splits the D. Smith open for 3. With a win and a loss.
That's that foul.
It is out of play for South Bay, but they can still get the #1 seed in the West as James comes out of the timeout and regains the lead here for South Bay.
Oh, I like that fight. I like that heart.
For the regular season here in the G League. James falling away. Raises side rim, rebound James. James looking to go the distance, strip, but right to Davis. In the paint, Davis. Largest lead tonight here for Sioux Falls. James from the elbow, and that's good. Making on point here in this third quarter by both squads as James goes up there.
Talk about the shot making. 1 big, 4 smalls in there. Oh, boy.
James behind the Timmy screen and knocks down the triple. Set a new season high.
You see Bronny just playing cat and mouse.
For a Mexico City loss. Here's James straight away 3, and that's true. His 4th triple tonight.
He's been doing a little bit of everything, but knocking that 3-ball down at times tonight. You can just see him just line it up.
5.5 left here in this 4th. James, the step back. Good, Bronny. With his 4th 3 of the half. He's now got 21.
At the rim, but step back, side step as well.
3-quarter, across the timeline with 4:26 to play. 4-point lead for the Lakers. James, another 3, and that's good again. Bronny James feeling himself here in El Segundo.
Talk about wanting that shot, taking it with confidence. Yes, this is your practice court, practice shot, and you practice that all day long, Bronny James. Going down the stretch.
James in the passing lane. James the steal. Bronny all the way. The layup. No. It's fouled and will be at the line.
Read that one more time. Bronny James dropped a season-high 26 to clinch a G League playoff 1 seed. If that's not a told-you-so moment, nothing is. And April was about to get even louder. OKC, Lakers already locked into the playoffs, so JJ Redick did something most head coaches wouldn't dare. He let Bronny run the point. 18 minutes, full trust.
Back in the NBA Cup days, here's Bronny James 2.
Oh, Bronny, like I was getting enough attention.
That's good.
So I jumped in.
Bronny James with a 3 to shimmy. That's a 3 by Bronny James. Clinched a playoff slot. I know that JJ was talking about defense. Well, we know Dirk is texting.
18 points, combined 30 with Dad. If you told anyone in October that by April Bronny would be running an NBA offense for 18 minutes, they'd have laughed. Nobody's laughing now.
Give the Wizards credit being active defensively. Here's Bronny, attacks and scores! Just like you're saying. A Bron Sr. and Bron. See here, father-son pick and roll. That's, I mean, think about what they'll start to go down more efficiently. Yeah, a bit of a brick that time by Hardy as he came down in transition and pulling up. Here's Bronny. And action. They don't have a 3 yet. That's an air ball taken by James. Now goes to LeBron up ahead for Jax. Jackson's going to go to the rim. Here he goes! Back to the basket. Double was coming over. Bronny with just at the clock. Kennard! Boy, they just put it all the way to the end. And some string music from the outside for Luke.
1-3 is vital. You want to maintain that space between 3 and 4. And so
Bronny! We're about to see Kobe bucket. When the next whistle sounds, Bronny underneath. That's going to be, is that it to the foul?
Family or not, LeBron's competitive fire doesn't take nights off. But 2 nights later, the duo was back to combining for nearly 70 points contributed. Lakers versus Mavs. LeBron 30, 15, and 9. Bronny 5 and 1 combined contribution, nearly 70 points when you factor in the buckets LeBron created for him and his teammates.
well, he is balling.
He scored the last 7. Bronny James is in and going to the basket for 2 of around the league. When Bronny plays, there is certainly Bronny fans. They're happy. Just will give people pause who went from Flags the favorite to Knipple as the favorite. Jackson Hayes went up. Hayes caught it. Bronny James 3. 2.5 points in the 37.
The duo was locked in, playoffs waiting, and Bronny was saving something big for the final stretch. Warriors, Bronny and LeBron assisting each other all night. Combined 36 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, a combined triple-double from a father-son duo. Let that sink in.
It now, the drop pass, the steal, Bronny, son to father. LeBron James.
They probably worked on that in the backyard.
Don't know that all these teams do. Here's Bronny James on the doorstep with a floater on the middle. Got the loose ball. And ahead it goes, Bronny James gliding in for 2. 8 with a game high plus-minus of 22 plus, and that's a Bronny 3. LeBron James, and Dad liked it.
Golden State.
Nice ball rotation. James 3. Running presented by Wingstop.
But this was early. This was in the second quarter. Bronny out to LeBron for the easy 2. He said, okay, you know, I've been taking care of you my whole life, so here's something else for you. Here's a pass real open as far as a landing spot for LeBron. Something less with the Lakers would be women's national championship.
No kidding.
Michigan men national championship. And
Timmy. And Bronny James 3.
The haters were officially out of ammo. 1 regular season game left. And it was about to end with the most poetic stat line of the entire year. Lakers versus Jazz final regular season game. And then this Bronny 13, LeBron 10. Bronny outscores the greatest scorer in NBA history.
Jake, we just spoke of him. Bronny stops and pops from the free throw line. Battle.
Don't know is if he'll come out after about 20 minutes or so, which is what that requirement is. And Denver didn't really play the rest of their starters.
Sensabaugh did not like it. Bron's looking at him like, you definitely bumped me, bro. Hey, it's special.
It's as high as you can get. Stolen away by Bronny. Bronny's got it. Attacking one-on-one. Oh, great move. From out there, but of course the sample size isn't huge. Bronny got it. Inside, outside. James for a couple of baskets.
Here's some Bronny reading the passing lanes, getting out and running, learning from his pops, transition, left hand finish smooth. Coming off the pick and roll, defense goes under, other than shooting.
Bronny looking for another one. Boy, he changed the arc on that one. All right.
Right there.
Bounce. Bronny, oh, what a nice pass.
And there's Bronny cutting to the basket, seeing the big step up. Going a short lob over the top. DeAndre.
You're at home. Opponent to be determined. Bronny running the baseline. That goes off a Conchar. Smart one. Arabia looking to scratch for the first time. Bronny open 3.
There you go, Bronny. He's in good rhythm. Just driving and kicking, finding each other, playing unselfish basketball. Bronny, locked and loaded.
He's got 18 points.
Does he have it?
And 10 rebounds. There's your double-double, and Jake scores. Now it's Jake right back for Bronny.
Knock it down, Bronny.
Bronny gonna try another 3. Hit the front of the rim. Boy, good play by Maxey to keep it alive.
That's what he does.
And
Bronny's still doing it.
nose three.
Them through him down there. Give him the ball. He makes passes, plays, screens, assists, rebounds.
Yeah, 112-88. Dalton once again. Catch, shoot. Catch, shoot, score.
This wasn't a highlight reel. This was evidence. Every bucket, every poster, every Cleveland stood-up moment, every father and son back-to-back. All receipts. Every clip in this video is a sentence in the same story. The kid belongs, and the playoffs haven't even started. Year 2 was the appetizer. Year 3 is going to be a feast. Thanks for running the tape with me. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. It's free, and it's the closest thing you've got to telling the haters they were wrong.